Here's Chief Meteorologist Chris Boone.
So we're still seeing the warmer temperatures across the southern plains, again into the upper 70s here in Texas. Again, all that warm air ahead of our next system. We actually see it kind of making its way in towards the western parts of the United States. That's going to be making its way in towards our area as we kind of get in towards the later parts of the week. Already still seeing some of those winter storm warnings through the Rocky Mountains, very similar to what we saw last week, where that system kind of moves through, pushes in towards our area. But this one's going to stay a little bit further north. We'll still see those cooler temperatures, but not going to see nearly as widespread of a rain event, though we didn't see showers and storms out and towards the East Texas area with the last system. This one not nearly as widespread. We have seen some of that increased cloud coverage, those high cirrus clouds kind of moving in from the southwest and keeping us a little bit cloudy, but because they are those thin cirrus clouds, it's not affecting our temperatures all that much, still allowing us to kind of warm up into the upper 70s and 80s, and again continuing to see that cloud coverage persist across the area. It's going to continue in towards the overnight hours as well. In fact, 79 degrees right now in downtown San Angelo's dew points into the mid-50s. The winds out of the south and southeast at 13 miles per hour. We have seen it pick up a little bit compared to yesterday, a little bit breezier, and we're going to continue to increase these winds as we go through the next couple of days. Some gusts up into the 20s off towards Ozona and Big Lake, so a little bit windier in the west. Again, we will see these winds pick up for both Wednesday and Thursday, and temperatures for the most part in the upper 70s, 77 for Mason, Menard, as well as Eden. Do have a few 80s on the map junction, as well as here in San Angelo at right at 80 degrees. As we kind of go in towards the evening and overnight hours, again, staying a little bit on the warmer side, very similar to last night. We got down into the mid-60s, so if you did step out to try to take a look at the eclipse, you may have noticed a few breaks in the clouds to kind of get a quick glance at it, or earlier this morning, but you saw those warmer temperatures only drop down into the 60s, where we hit the full moon for us tonight, and we will see mostly cloudy skies, but we still see a few breaks in there if you want to kind of get a look at the moon. Though tomorrow, very similar conditions to today. We'll get those afternoon highs in the low 80s, mostly cloudy skies, and we're really going to start to see those winds picking up out of the south. We'll see some of those gustier conditions across the afternoon hours, even kind of persisting into the evening. Normally we'd see those breaks after sunset. Well, we're going to hang on to those breezy conditions ahead of this next frontal system, and that's going to be making its arrival late on Thursday, early Friday morning, so just in time for Veterans Day. Again, could be seeing some isolated showers across the Concho Valley, not expecting the same severe threat that we kind of saw with the last system. That'll push off towards the southeast, and we still hang on to some of that moisture and cloud coverage going into early next week, so could see a second round of some rain possible for Monday, but unfortunately none of it looks very widespread, so it can be very isolated in nature. The cooler temperatures, most of it pushes off towards the east, but it will work its way in towards our area. That's going to cool us off pretty significantly as we get in towards your weekend, and we see some temperatures dropping down into the mid-30s for those overnight lows, both for Friday as well as Saturday. Again, we'll be hovering close to freezing, but right now expecting the entire Concho Valley to stay above freezing.